This is the Volvo S90. It's a 2020, and one of my favorite things in this car are the seats. They are extremely comfortable, and dare I say, maybe even just as comfortable as its German competitors. Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I got this S90. It's a 2020 model. It's a 2020 year, sorry, and it's got 36,000 miles on the clock. And today I'm going to give this a quick review as a used car, see if it's any good, see what it's like, and take it for a short point of view drive. And if it's your first time here, welcome. I put out these videos every other day. Feel free to subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And on that note, let's get straight into it, and we'll start with the central screen over here, the infotainment system. It's sort of this it looks like an iPad, and it's really easy to use. It's very responsive. If you move to the right, you get all the car functions, and if you move back to the center, you get the navigator, and back to the left you get your FM and different other shortcuts you have. Right, to get back to the main screen, you press this button down here. I just discovered that, it took me a while. There's no phone connected, so I can't really show you the phone. And the radio is very easy to use. You have all your preset stations. You can also connect to Spotify, Bluetooth, now playing, and yeah, very simple to use. Going further down, you have a big central knob which controls the volume, and you've also got a play and pause button on there. To the right and left of it, you can skip stations and skip tracks, and to the right of that you have your demist and defrost rear window and front window with your hazard lights. You then got the gear stick, very simple to use. It's got a button at the back, you push it in and you move into gear and out of gear. And then going further back, you have the engine start stop. You simply turn it to stop and turn it again to start, or the other way around I should say. You then got the different driving modes. Now when you press this in, it brings you up 3 different modes. You got eco, comfort and dynamic, and you could then do an individual and personalize your driving preferences. For the sake of this video, I'm going to put it onto eco. Behind that you have the parking brake and you have the auto start stop. You then have this small storage area. I'm not really sure what it's for, the purposes of that. It's a very small. And then behind that you got this nice plastic feel with a titanium finish cover that slides back to reveal 2 cup holders, another storage area, a 12-volt socket, and that's it really. The armrest, it's alright, it's nice and comfortable, and it's a decent sized storage, and inside you got 2 USB sockets. Talking about storage, you got a nice big glove box. Right now it's got my camera equipment in there. You got door bins, nice and big. This is a small bottle, obviously it fits here. You could also fit much bigger bottles. Going further up on the door, you got your electric windows. You can lock the rear windows. You have electric foldable mirrors, lock and unlock. And this car comes with memory seats. Over here's a button to open the boot, and then there's a slider button to control the brightness of your speedometer. The quality on this car is great. Everything you touch feels quality. It feels good. Everything is solid. Even further down, it doesn't feel so scratchy and plastic. It's decent quality. I'm quite impressed with that. You have a frameless mirror, and then you have the sun visors with vanity mirrors in both sides. It's very easy to get into a comfortable position. The steering wheel has reach and rake, and you have controls on the steering wheel that does the following. On the left hand side, it controls your pilot assist, your adaptive cruise control and your speed limiter. On the right hand side, the up and down arrows control the volume. When you press it up, the volume goes up and down, etc. And the right and left is to skip stations or to skip songs. If you press this button, then you have a little pop-up screen that comes up that you could see different information on the center console, and you could give it certain instructions. Like the navigator, you can ask it to take me home and do all that kind of stuff. Let's check out the back seats real quick. The driver's seat is currently in my driving position, and as you can see, there's plenty of leg room. The seats here are extremely comfortable, very supportive. You have ISOFIXes in the 2 outer seats, and I don't think these seats come down. I'll have to check later and I'll report back if they do come down. Behind the driver's seat you have a little net over here. Then you have some kind of small storage area with a 12-volt socket. The armrest comes down to reveal an armrest, obviously. Little storage area, push this in and you have 2 cup holders. There is plenty of space back here. I'm not that tall, I'm about 5'8", but look at the leg room, the knee room over here. Plenty of leg room. It's extremely spacious. There's also loads of headroom, and I feel comfortable back here. I feel really comfortable. Dare I say, even more comfortable than a Mercedes E-Class. And that is saying something. Right, let's go check out the boot. Electronically operated. This is my first time opening this boot. It's huge, absolutely huge. Wow, huge. Got a little storage area here, 12-volt socket, some hooks, first aid kit. Wow, it's a very, very big boot this. No spare wheel, just a load of rubbish. As I said earlier, the seats are extremely comfortable. They're leather, they're soft, and they're electronically operated. Here, let me show you something. Check this out. You have the buttons where you can move the seat forward, backwards, and this part also forward and backwards. But then you see this round circle thing over here. When you press this slider thing, it changes between lumbar support and cushion extension. How brilliant is that? So if you want to change the lumbar support, you put it up there, and then you press these buttons and it moves the lumbar support. Where if you want to move the cushion extensions, you push that down to cushion extensions, and then the cushion extension goes in and out. How good is that? Genius. Alright, let's take it for a short test drive and see how this thing feels on the road. I think this must be one of the most underrated luxury cars out there. Straight away, moving off. First of all, the steering is extremely light. We love that. I'm going to try and check it in the sports mode and see what that does in a minute. But it feels really, it goes over the bumps so smoothly. Wow, this is beautiful. I'm currently in Stamford Hill in London. It's a half nice day, so it's half sunny and half cloudy. Ooh, it's got a bit of power to it too. Wow, I wasn't expecting that from this car. Oh, it's actually really nice. Very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. And it's got a bit of a kick to it. Let's move it to the sport mode. Dynamic. Alright, let's see what that does to it. Okay, it's made it a little bit it's stiffened up the suspensions a little bit, and it's made the steering a little bit heavier, but I don't feel much of a difference in the power. I think this car is made for comfort mode, so I'll just put it back into comfort. Oh. Yes, as I was saying before, I think it's one of the most underrated luxury cars. It's definitely, for me anyway, more comfortable than a Mercedes E-Class, and dare I say a BMW 5 Series 2. It's not as comfortable as a Lexus. They are, in my opinion, in that class, the most comfortable cars. They're also the most reliable cars. I would much prefer a Lexus over this and over any German car. But as a everyday car, especially as a motorway car, you can feel that, you know, that this is where it belongs. Billboard signs, I actually made a video on that on my other channel. I've got a business channel. If you want to know of businesses you can start with little or no money, go check out my other channel, Sholly Himes. I'll link it in the description below. And every week I upload videos of businesses you can start with little or no money. One of them is how to start a mobile billboard advertising business. And one thing I can tell you is that it is a very, very good business, extremely lucrative. Yeah, I'll post all the details in the description below. Now back to the car. I like it a lot. I like it as a used car. I like it as a luxury car. I'm somebody that spends a lot of time on the highway, and this car is very, very comfortable. It's extremely comfortable. I'll definitely consider buying this car as a used car. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.